That is a fact that this whole thing, that the wheel size and the tubulars, that all started 2003 when I started to work with Richard Newhouse from Dugast. And because there were at the beginning no other wheels available than the 650B from the road, that's where we started out with tubulars, and that wheel size seemed to work very well, but then it kind of went away for a couple of years, because once we started to produce proper rims for tubulars, we went to 26 inch, which was the standard back then. But it was pretty funny when I told Tom Ritchie about the tubulars and how well they ride, and I explained him what we did, and then Tom immediately said, well, it's not the tubulars that feel fast, it's because you ride the best or the proper wheel size. Because the wheels we are all riding, they're too small, and he explained me then the story how this all came together way back. I mean, if there is a father of 27.5 or 650B, then you go much further back than my time. There was a professor at Berkeley University in California that asked Tom to build him. Tom was back then a frame builder, and this professor asked Tom to build him a custom-made woodsy bike, they called it. That was before the name mountain bike was born. A woodsy bike was a bike that you were able to ride in the woods, you know, in the forest. So, a mountain bike. And this professor, he brought a set of wheels which were 27.5 650B, some French aluminum rims that Tom built up, and he built the frame for it with the straight bar and everything. The difference was that the tires they mounted were a bit more closer to a cyclocross size than to a mountain bike big volume tire, you know. And so, but it was basically a mountain bike. And in the same year, Gary Fisher asked Tom to build him a mountain bike similar to the one that Joe Breeze built. And when he came by to Tom's house, he had Joe Breeze's mountain bike in the car, and said, you know, see, this is what we are doing. And Gary Fisher asked him to build a bike based on the 26-inch wheels, and then he said, well, I just built one very similar bike, but it has 27.5 wheels, which I think is better. And then Gary said, well, yeah, but I have these wheels here that I want to use, and yeah, built my bike for 26. And then the word went around, and a couple other people called up Tom, hey, I hear you build a bike for Gary Fisher and Joe Breeze, and make one for me too. And at the end it was like 10 bikes that Tom built based on 26-inch wheels. And that's basically why we ended up riding 30 years long with 26-inch wheels. It was more like it had to do with availability with wheels, more than that someone actually was at the very beginning thinking what is the proper wheel size. Because Tom always said from the very beginning the proper wheel size is 27.5.